turnout, but still plenty of time to get to the polls if you'd like to vote. We're live in Madison with what the clerk is seeing downtown.
Plus, a judge sets a high cash bail for the two men now formally charged in Madison's first homicide of the year.
And Ukraine's president delivers an impassioned plea to world leaders for more help against Russia as disturbing video of alleged war crimes continues to surface. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Two suspects are formally charged, and camera footage is giving us a better look at a deadly shooting in downtown Madison.
20-year-old Damone Cummins made his first court appearance today. He and 25-year-old Amond Galtney are accused of killing 32-year-old Dwayne Collins Jr. on Wednesday. Brady Mallory has the criminal complaint and shows us new details of the shooting. Brady?
Well, it appears someone shot Collins multiple times as he was leaving the jail. Court papers claim Cummins was the shooter. That complaint reveals cameras at the city-county building and the Dane County Jail capture the shooting and then the moments after. One of the shots hit Collins in the throat and went through his neck. Collins' mother was waiting in her car to pick up her son and saw the shooting. Cummins allegedly got back in an SUV driven by Galtney, and then the pair drove away. Today in court, Deputy District Attorney William Brown requested a $1 million bond for Cummins. A court official ultimately did set Cummins' bond at $1 million. Police have called this shooting premeditated and say the suspects targeted Collins. Cummins faces multiple charges, including first-degree intentional homicide. Galtney's charges include first-degree intentional homicide as a party to a crime.
Brady, thank you. Let's get a look now at your certified most accurate forecast. Meteorologist Dana Fulton is on the weather patio. Dana?
No umbrella yet for us in Madison, but the rain is starting to creep in for our western counties. So we look at our Doppler track, you can see those scattered showers for parts of Grant County moving into Sauk and Iowa County as well. And there was a bit of lightning earlier also, so isolated thunderstorms still possible for us late this evening and overnight. We're going to see that rain build in. Of course, it's been a nice dry day, cloudy but dry outside. In the last 24 hours, no measurable precipitation for southern Wisconsin, but that is changing for us now. Temperature-wise, in the mid to low 50s with our breeze factored in, wind chills generally in the 40s for us right now. That wind in the teens, in the mid to upper teens for most of us coming in from the southeast, and our wind gusts today have got to the mid to upper 20s at times. As we look ahead to your Wednesday, temperature-wise, we'll be close to average yet again, close to 50 with breezy conditions through the afternoon. A chance for rain and a few more thunderstorms for Wednesday, and a few more shower chances expected as we head into Thursday. So we're still in this soggy pattern. We'll take a closer look at the timing and when we might have a few breaks in the showers in just a few minutes. And our severe weather coverage, our awareness coverage, continues tonight. It's Severe Weather Awareness Week, and Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti will have more information on what you should do if you find yourself in the immediate path of severe weather. That's tonight at 6.
Dana, thank you. If there's a silver lining to what appears to be rather low turnout in today's elections, it's that you won't need to stay up very late to see election results.
That's true. Well, of course, we'll have those for you tonight as they come in. But right now, some voters are still showing up to cast their ballots on this election day. We go live to downtown Madison, where Will Keneally has been checking in on voter turnout so far this afternoon. Will?
That's right. So we might expect low turnout, partially because there's no statewide race in the ballot. Also, for most Madison voters, the only contested race is for MMSD board. From last year to this year, on 11 a.m. turnout for Election Day dropped from 12 to 5%. I spoke with City Clerk Maribeth Witzel-Bell, who says absentee voting due to the pandemic may explain that drop.
We now have redistricting, and we're at a different place during the pandemic. 2021, we had more voters voting absentee than in this election. So it could be that in 2021, we had just counted more absentee ballots by this point in the day.
She encouraged voters to check their polling place, which may have changed due to ward lines being redrawn. The city clerk's office is still working to find polling locations that have shifted due to the pandemic. For example, city schools are not being used this year for polling locations. That may change later in the fall. You can visit myvote.wi.gov to find your polling place or call your city clerk's office. Reporting live from Madison, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
Will, thank you.
School board seats and other local races happening today are becoming a focal point now of party politics.
Traditionally, spring elections are nonpartisan, but as Naomi Coles reports, a prominent candidate candidate for governor, switched up the status quo this year. Naomi?
Susan, Republican Rebecca Clayfish has been recruiting and training candidates for local elections for years and made more than 100 endorsements in this cycle. It's an example of a nationwide trend picking up steam during the pandemic, with local races attracting the attention and the dollars of major politicians who are, for the most part, completely removed from the day-to-day operations of local government.
Our nonpartisan offices really have this built-in advantage of excluding political parties. In other words, there's this entrenched conflict point, right? Starting every deliberation with, are you a Republican or are you a Democrat? That makes governance really difficult. And I think it's really unfortunate that that's starting to bleed in to the local level.
UW Oshkosh professor and local government expert Mike Ford says it can push more people to vote and care about elections that historically are low turnout, but at the same time, it also involves party politics and jobs that really don't have much at all to do with the national political headlines that people associate with what's Republican or what's Democrat. More on that tonight at 6.
We will see you at 6. Thank you, Naomi. In addition to the school board races, there are many local races that are generating interest among voters. There are 5 mayoral races in our area, including one in Portage, where incumbent Mayor Rick Dodd is being challenged by Mitchell Craig, owner of Craig's Popcorn Corner. Both survived a February primary. There are also races for mayor in Stoughton, Reedsburg, Boscobel, and Lancaster. You can find everything you need to know about today's election at Channel 3000. There are links to election news, voting resources, and the more than 150 races we will be covering on the web and on the air throughout the night. Results will start coming in shortly after the polls close at 8 o'clock.
Next at 5, a 34-year-old man is in custody after threatening employees at an Eastside Goodyear tire store with a machete. It happened on East Washington near Stoughton Road yesterday. Madison officers say Modu Ba walked into the store and threatened the workers with that machete. The employees were able to escape to the garage where they called police. When the officers arrived, they say the man resisted arrest. 2 officers were injured. He now faces 14 charges, including disorderly conduct and a resisting arrest. Jason Kieski rejected a plea offer in court today. That means his trial will go on as scheduled next month. Kieski is accused of breaking into a Columbia County home and killing a man he did not know. This was back in 2019. Now, back in February, Kieski withdrew his request for a speedy trial during a hearing.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky delivered a hard-hitting speech at the United Nations Security Council today, telling the council it is failing his country.
And he's urging the UN to do more to stop Russian attacks as its military shifts focus to eastern Ukraine. Isabel Rosales has the details, and we want to warn you, some of this video you may find disturbing.
A sobering and graphic account of alleged atrocities at the hands of Russian soldiers.
They killed entire families, adults and children, and they tried to burn the bodies.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky demanding accountability, telling world leaders Russia's actions are no different than a terror group.
The most terrible war crimes of all times are we see since the end of World War II.
One big distinction, he says, Russia is a permanent member of the UN Security Council.
Where is the security that the Security Council needs to guarantee? It's not there.
His address comes just one day after visiting mass graves in Bucha, a massacre exposed for the world to see. A growing number of leaders, including President Biden, want Russian President Vladimir Putin on trial for war crimes.
It's a deliberate campaign to kill, to torture, to rape, to commit atrocities.
NATO is now gathering evidence to prove it, according to the alliance's U.S. ambassador. Yet the Kremlin is doubling down, calling the massacre fake. But mass graves and bodies can even be seen from space via satellite imagery. On the front lines, the violence is nonstop. Terrifying moments as a CNN crew comes under artillery fire outside Mykolaiv.
Down here, John, down here.
Danger Ukrainians face every day. I'm Isabel Rosales reporting.
NATO and G7 leaders are set to meet Wednesday and Thursday to discuss the delivery of advanced weapons to Ukraine.
One of former President Donald Trump's closest advisors testified before the committee investigating the January 6th Capitol riots today. His daughter, Ivanka. Sources say she was with her father most of the day during the riots and was in the Oval Office for key meetings. Other White House officials told the committee Ivanka was in the room during a phone call that her father had had with then Vice President Mike Pence. Proud Boys leader Enrique Tarrio pleaded not guilty to conspiracy charges connected to the Capitol riots. Tarrio was indicted in March. The indictment says he helped to create a command structure within the Proud Boys in the lead-up to January 6th. Tarrio was not in Washington, D.C. on the day of the attack. He was arrested January 4th for allegedly bringing high-capacity rifle magazines to Washington and ordered to leave the city. The case is set to go to trial next month.
A Chicago transit train operator recovering in the hospital after he was pushed onto the tracks. The man said he was trying to help a woman retrieve a cell phone that had fallen onto the tracks when someone pushed him. Luckily, he did not make contact with the electrified rail, but he was injured and taken to the hospital. Chicago police say it's still under investigation. They're still searching for the suspect. Advisors to the Food and Drug Administration will meet tomorrow to discuss a second COVID booster shot for people under the age of 50. Just last week, the FDA expanded emergency use authorization of 2 vaccines for those over 50 to get that second booster. During tomorrow's meeting, experts will also share updates on coronavirus variants, vaccine effectiveness, and new data from Israel on a 4th dose in older adults. And coming up at 5, a familiar face returns to the White House to mark an important anniversary date.
Why former President Barack Obama was back in Washington alongside President Biden. That's just ahead. And later, it's the end of an era for the master behind what's been called the world's largest trivia game based here in Wisconsin. We'll have details coming up at 6.
And red numbers in Tuesday trading at Wall Street. The Dow tumbling 281 points. The Nasdaq down more than 328, and the S&P falls 57.5. And we'll be right back.
Your John Deere is here. Get yours during deer season. Right now, get your new X700 series with 1.49% for 48 months. Get a John Deere now and
Power up with Sloan's.
how will you mow? Find out today at Sloan's.
Dylan, how's the cash situation with all the price increases?
Honestly, not that great.
Well, Slumberland can help. It's our biggest finance sales event of the year. Check out this cool patio set for just $25 a month, or this beautiful sectional for just $20 a month when you spend $1,200 and pay no interest for 5 years.
No way.
And for your new mattress, come to Slumberland Sleep Solutions, where we've rated each bed on back support and softness to take all the guesswork out of shopping.
What does the Larson experience mean? It means when you entrust us with your gutter or roof project, we'll treat you like a member of our team from start to finish. Hi, Andrew Larson here, owner of Larson Home Services. It's always been important to me to provide service that can't be beat. Over the past 10 years, we've worked with thousands of families in the community, and we make sure they're always in the loop from the moment we start the project until well after the project is done. We want you to brag about us. It's our goal, the Larson experience. My team has discovered a new product we're really excited about, Gutter Shutter. It's the strongest and most effective gutter system on the market, guaranteed to never clog, sag, or pull away. With the largest downspouts, stronger aluminum, and it's made in the USA. We'll show you why Gutter Shutter means you can stay off your ladder forever. Right now, get 75% off installation labor, free financing for 24 months, and a $100 Visa gift card with your new gutter system. Call now to set up your free estimate.
Are your credit card payments $500 or $600 or more on top of your vehicle payments? Chapter 7 and 13 plans start at only $275 a month. Consolidate with Chapter 13 or eliminate your debt under Chapter 7 and get your payments under control. I'm attorney Peter Francis Geraci. At Geraci Law, we consolidate or eliminate on your phone, from your home, or old school in person. Hit the debt-free button. Click or call now.
Your John Deere is here. Get yours during deer season. Right now, get your new Z500 series with 4.9% for 60 months. Get a John Deere now and
Power up with Sloan's.
how will you mow? Find out today at Sloan's.
What you should do when caught in the path of severe weather. At 6, Gary Canalti continues our Severe Weather Awareness Week coverage with some potentially life-saving information. Also, our continuing coverage of the key races in today's elections. That's on News 3 Now at 6.
When severe weather strikes, are you prepared? All this week, the First Warn Weather Team, we show you how to prepare for severe storms and tornadoes. Watch First Warn Weather for Severe Weather Awareness Week. Are you prepared?
All this week at 6, only on News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
The golf legend Tiger Woods back at Augusta after overcoming an injury that almost ended his career. Now looking for his 6th green jacket at the Masters this week, just 14 months removed from that right leg injury in a car accident. He needed multiple surgeries just to walk again, and at times wasn't sure if he'd ever be able to return to competitive golf.
I can hit it just fine, and I don't have any qualms about what I can do physically from a golf standpoint. It's now walking's the hard part.
Well, Tiger will play another practice round tomorrow. Give it a go on Thursday if he feels well. And you can watch rounds 3 and 4 this weekend right here on CBS. Masters coverage begins Saturday 2 to 6 and then Sunday 1 to 6. Earlier in the day, CBS will also air Masters specials, including a Tiger Woods special at 11:30 on Sunday.
The Biden administration is directing immigration and customs enforcement attorneys to consider dismissing deportation cases that are not arrest priorities under the agency's rules. The move aims to help clear up the immigration court's backlog of more than 1 million cases. It's estimated more than 700,000 cases in the backlog are likely low priority cases. The directive comes as the Biden administration braces for a surge in border crossings next month, due in part to the repeal of a public health order that allowed them to expel most migrants because of COVID. Today, President Biden and former President Obama reunited to mark the 12th anniversary of the Affordable Care Act.
The president also laid out a proposal that could give financial relief to families struggling to pay for health care. Natalie Brand with more from the White House.
Vice President Biden, Vice President, that was a joke.
For the first time since leaving the White House, former President Barack Obama returned to talk about his signature health care law 12 years after signing it.
Nothing made me prouder than providing better health care and more protections to millions of people across this country.
President Biden issued an executive order directing federal agencies to do all they can to expand quality and affordable health care. He also announced a proposed change to the Affordable Care Act to expand coverage and fix what's become known as the family glitch. Under the proposed rule, if a workplace plan for a family costs more than 10% of the family's income, the employee's spouse and children would be able to get help through the ACA marketplace.
Working families in America will get the help they need to afford full family coverage.
The rule wouldn't go into effect until January of next year, and the White House hasn't yet said how much it will cost the government to fix the glitch or how to pay for it.
It's estimated that 200,000 presently uninsured Americans are going to gain coverage. Nearly 1 million Americans will see their coverage become more affordable.
Enrollment into 2022 Affordable Care Act medical plans reached record highs due to expanded subsidies during the COVID-19 pandemic. Those additional subsidies are set to expire at the end of this year. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
The White House calling on Congress to make the pandemic-era subsidies permanent. The president has also proposed more efforts to boost health care coverage through his Build Back Better bill, but that legislation remains stalled in the U.S. Senate.
Let's get a look at your certified most accurate weather. Here's meteorologist Dana Fulton. Dana?
We do have some showers again for our westernmost counties right now, starting to build into parts of Richland County and now Sauk County. A little lightning off to the west. We could see a few lightning or hear a little bit of thunder for us as we look ahead through the evening, as there's that small chance for some isolated thunderstorms mixing in with this rain. We'll have the warm front building in first, but it's pretty quick before that cold front does follow behind it. That's the fuel to these showers, that warm front coming through and then this system completely clearing off. A few more rounds of rain expected to follow it, so we've just been in this pattern, right, where we get a break in the showers like what we had for today, and then our next chance for rain building in for us right now and continuing overnight. We'll have scattered showers overnight, a few isolated thunderstorms possible, mostly cloudy and breezy outside tonight. Our winds coming through at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Wind gusts could easily get close to 30 miles per hour for us overnight and for Wednesday. Wednesday, we'll have those showers clearing off to the east early, likely a little bit of a break for us before the next round of rain builds in. And we'll have scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms in the late afternoon and evening. That passes through for us in the evening. Heading into Thursday, again, another break likely, and then early Thursday morning, more rain chances building in. Now, Thursday is going to be cooler outside, so it does does look like this rain is going to mix with snow at times. Temperatures early in the day Thursday close to freezing, and then in the afternoon as we climb near 40 for afternoon highs, that will transition over to all rainfall and stick with us through most of the afternoon. Rainfall totals for us through Thursday morning at least, landing at about 1/2 of an inch to possibly 3/4 of an inch. So that's been the pattern that we've seen over the last few days, every about 48 hours picking up 1/2 of an inch of rain. So still that measurable amount, but we will have some moments of steadier rainfall, but it won't be a total washout for us. Overall precipitation, we're really trending above average over the next about 10 days. As we look at that 8 to 14 day outlook, that trend not quite as strong for us as we look ahead to next week, but still in the next few days, an above average chance for showers. The rain building in for us right now. Madison's still dry, but our western counties are getting those showers, and that's going to continue to build off to the east, getting to Madison as we get a little closer to about 7 o'clock. Cooler temperatures expected for the end of the week. We'll stay below average for our afternoon highs, and we're still holding on to all of that cloud coverage. Not a lot of sunshine in the forecast. 50 tomorrow in Madison, breezy outside with a chance for showers and thunderstorms for us in the afternoon. On Thursday, that rain will mix with light snow early in the day before transitioning over to all rainfall in the afternoon. And on Friday, we have that chance again to see some mixed precipitation early in the day. Notice afternoon highs heading into Saturday staying below average. This time of year, we should see highs in the low 50s. Saturday and Sunday will be nice and sunny outside, and by Sunday, we're back above average, closer to 60 on Sunday, and we'll stay in the 60s for next week. It does come along with several more rain chances, though. Scattered showers expected almost every afternoon, possibly even a few thunderstorms by the middle of the week. As far as traffic looks right now, no accidents to report. That's always good when we have a lot of green popping up on the map. Eastbound along the Beltline, though, things do start to slow down closer to 151, and then things speeding back up as you get closer to Monona and the interstate. A lot of green on the westbound side for us this evening. At downtown Janesville is nice and smooth, and the interstate north and southbound, no major delays for us right now. From the Beltline to Janesville, 25 minutes. Middleton to Sauk City is sitting at 16 minutes, and downtown to Sun Prairie about a 17-minute drive this evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
All right, Dana, thank you. Just ahead, a deadline draws near for student loan payments. What the White House is proposing next at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
At Star N Bank, we think having choices is important, so you can choose the products that are right for your life. What are you waiting for? Explore the possibilities today at starnbank.com.
The Menards Garden Center is open. Save 11% at your one-stop destination for all your outdoor projects. Want flowers for your deck, patio, or yard? We've got hundreds of colorful options to choose from. Growing a larger garden? We've got the soils, seeds, and tools you need. Landscaping? Check out our wide selection of edgers, pavers, and patio block. The Menards Garden Center. Let's grow. Right now, pick up a bag of mulch for just $1.75 each.
People said we couldn't run a successful business using progressive values, but that's exactly what we did. That's how we built the Bucks Arena. We made sure our minority and women-owned businesses were able to grow with it, paying good wages, using materials made in Wisconsin, all done in an environmentally sustainable way. That's the type of thinking we need in the U.S. Senate. We're not going to just talk about issues. I'm going to go to Washington and deliver. I'm Alex Lasry, and I approve this message.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
New in 2022, with the Eye Care Benefit Card, members have access to even more. In addition to receiving up to $1,200 per year in over-the-counter health items, members get a $50 monthly allowance for healthy food purchases and can earn rewards for completing healthy activities like getting a flu shot. Call the Eye Care Benefits Helpline for a free consultation to get all the benefits you're entitled to. Rest easy. Eye Care is looking out for you and your health.
Today's the day to go farther with a partner that provides you innovative solutions for your own personal financial future. Explore the possibilities today at starandbank.com.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
The White House is getting ready to extend a pandemic-era freeze on federal student loan payments from May 1st to August 31st.
Without that extension, millions would add another bill to the monthly pile. CBS's Michael George has some tips on what borrowers can do.
22-year-old Brendan Rooks recently started his career in public service with his student debt waiting in the wings.
I currently have just over $10,000 of student debt.
A pandemic-era pause on federal loan payments had been set to expire on May 1st, though the White House is planning to extend the freeze through August. More than 36 million people have not had to pay their loans since March 2020, totaling about $195 billion so far. The Student Debt Crisis Center and Savvy surveyed more than 23,000 borrowers and found 92% of those now fully employed are concerned about making their loan payments.
1/3 of those borrowers told us that in preparation of payments resuming in May, they are skimping out on basic needs like food, rent, and healthcare.
Advocates have been pushing for an extension, and many are calling for loan forgiveness.
I think we can all agree, no matter what side of the aisle you're on, that the student loan system is broken.
Experts say borrowers should use this time to plan ahead and have a strategy when the bills start coming. Update your contact information, sign up for autopay, research repayment plans, and consider income-driven repayment.
While it's this very strong labor market, some people maybe are not making as much money. Maybe there's an income-driven repayment plan that's in your future.
Rooks is planning to attend graduate school in the fall, where he already knows he'll incur more debt. Michael George, CBS News, Long Island City, New York.
Financial experts suggest students limit borrowing to the amount of their anticipated first-year salary. And for parents, your household income is what you can borrow in total for all of your children.
Stay with us for a final check of your First Warn forecast after a short break.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast, News 3 Now at 5.
Create your perfect room for relaxing, entertaining, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get up to $6,500 off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today. Patio enclosures.
Andrew Larson here, owner of Larson Home Services. My team is fired up. We've discovered a new replacement gutter system that sets the standard for performance, durability, and beauty. It's called Gutter Shutter, and it's guaranteed to never clog, sag, or pull away. It's 100% made in the USA. We'll show you why Gutter Shutter means you can stay off the ladder forever. Right now, get 75% off installation labor, free financing for 24 months, and a $100 Visa gift card with your new Gutter Shutter system. Call now to set up your free estimate.
It shouldn't take a storm of biblical proportions to find out who you can count on. It shouldn't take a 4-foot diameter oak tree in your kitchen to find out who you can trust. It shouldn't take the worst to bring out our best. But sometimes it does. And that's the silver lining.
your energy? Giving back to your community? Fueling your drive to deliver hope for neighbors in need? At Alliant Energy, we're creating more clean, renewable energy every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power. We're thinking about a brighter future. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
With inflation, everything costs more. It also means choosing between paying debt and paying your everyday expenses. At Geraci Law, we help fight inflation by eliminating or consolidating consumer debt. Get one lower payment you can afford as low as $275 a month. Keep your stuff, pay your expenses, control your debt. On your phone, from your home, or old school in person. $0 to start. Hit the debt-free button. Click or call now.
Create your perfect room for relaxing, entertaining, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get up to $6,500 off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today.
Patio Enclosures.
We've got a packed broadcast for you tonight. Putin's atrocity. President Zelensky accuses Russia of the most terrible war crimes since World War II to the United Nations. The shocking new evidence. Plus, tens of millions of Americans face a third week of severe weather. The area's under threat tonight. And you may have heard Tiger's return after his devastating car accident. The surprise announcement from the golf champion about this week's Masters tournament. That's all tonight on the CBS Evening News.
And Dana's back. Another check of the forecast.
We are still dry in Madison out on the patio, but that rain starting to build in. Richland Center, Platteville right now seeing some light showers. That's going to continue overnight. For Wednesday, we'll have scattered showers early in the day, a break in the rain, and then a chance for showers and thunderstorms in the late afternoon and evening. That will continue into Thursday morning as the rain mixes with some light snow early in the day, transitions back over to rain in the afternoon. We're cool for Thursday and Friday. The light at the end of the tunnel there is Saturday and Sunday with sunshine and temperatures getting back up to the 60s soon.
Well, we're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. CBS Evening News is next.